because a person like me जो कि कुछ नहीं था and he is doing जो भी चीजें कर रहा हूँ आज की, one of the most important strategy is building relationship, building the real human touch with the people.
Hi everyone. So today we have Nilesh Jain, one of our rock star in our community, who made 10 lakhs as an interview podcast coach. I'm super excited to bring him again to our case study interview series because he's always creating some new milestones and record being part of our community. So hi Nilesh, once again welcome back to our case study interview series. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Sagar bhai, for inviting me once again. And I'm good. Thank you.
If you don't know, guys, like Nilesh is someone who is with me since 2020. He's seen my struggling days, my Facebook live journey, where nobody was engaging with my content. He's the one person, and another person was engaging with me. And since then, from the first batch of our coaching program until today, we have, I think, launched at least 15 batch in this journey. I think he's still with us and super happy and super proud to have you inside our community because the consistency that you have shown, sometimes I says, okay, now Sagar, 365 days is not the only journey that you need to take. You need to also carry forward long. And I always love the way you are consistent enough doing podcast. I get a lot of inspiration from you. Nilesh, what inspired you transitioning from affiliate marketing to podcast coach?
Once again, thank you so much, Sagar bhai. And one thing is जो आपने बोला, like definitely we are connected from 2020 और I don't know, बहुत strong connection आपके साथ build हुआ, and because of that I'm still with you and I'm always with you. So how I got transition from affiliate marketer to podcast coach, तो this is a dream I can say from childhood कि मुझे stage पे जाना था, camera, mic, and this is something I have. But in 2020 when I read for the first time .com secret book of Russell Brunson, and in that book I found this concept called Dream 100, or you can say the headline was become a reporter in the book, where you can start the series of interviews and interview with the successful people and grow yourself as your business with the interview series. And in September 2020 when I decided, so I didn't take any kind of action toward that one thing, but this one thing is in my mind that I have to do this interview shows. I have to reach out to people. I have to interview all the successful people and all. And I reach out to you for the first time in December 2020. And I mentioned ki I want to interview you on my show. There were at that point of time I don't have interviews. I just reach out to you कि मुझे भी आपको interview करना है जैसे सूरज ने किया था. But you said कि just first go with the Facebook live. First do something, then I can be on your show and all. So still I didn't take action, but in February 2021 I started with Facebook live when you push me after joining one funnel away challenge with you, and फिर universe want me to do this one thing, and I got opportunity in 2021 June that I can host this interview show, and from there I decided to do this with full on without any delay and all of those kind of limiting belief. I decided that I have to go full in. So that's how I did it.
So from there you started about like doing interview first, and like after how many interviews shows that you started coaching?
Around 50, yeah. In December last year 2022 December I completed my 50 episode,
50
and at
episode.
that time I decided that yes, now I can teach this one process. And the biggest thing I got from, we both follow one mentor, common mentor, Siddharth, right? So from Sid, when we attended the in-person event in October, FBR, so from there I got an inspiration that I can teach this process. And once I settle back in home at my home, I decided that I have to do this, and I started teaching this process because I found that I already did this thing, and then I decided that yes, I can go all in to teach this process.
One of the very good thing that I noticed here when you actually explained about like after 50th interview show that you started teaching, many of the times I've seen people don't do, but they start teaching. So they learn and teach. Even Siddharth, he shared this: learn, do, and that's a perfect example that you have actually portrayed in your life, in your journey. That पहले implement करो, then सिखाओ. Okay. That everyone, those who are watching, is a very great message that do not try to teach just to make money. See like whether you are really passionate about that or not. So Nilesh, like how being part of TBM family, how basically it helped you to grow your coaching journey?
See, being a part of TBM family, it helped me in many ways. First of all, being with you is helped me in in every way, in every way of my life. That the process you teach, you always make things very simple, and you give me this script of that mentor, X script of Y mentor, but I do follow your script. I don't follow a lot of things. I just even if I like when I did my first ever challenge, you give me a lot of different example. Ye challenge, dekho, wo challenge, but I just follow your challenge. I ask like I see your membership area. उसमें जाकर के देखा what is the things you are teaching on day 1, day 2, day 3. I model in such a same way, and I did it. So I just love the what you are teaching in simplicity, simply way, and the community that you have. We have Rahat in the TBM family. She's the best. She's my sister, so she's helping. Like I got a lot of good family member, I can say, from TBM.
That's the objective of TBM is type building mastermind.
Yes.
The way that we have designed is like how we can create a safe space for the people, because people in this online world, they are lonely. They don't have anybody to ask support or seek help. That's why my mission is not to just build a business, how I can build a community of people who can help each other. And I think that is something that helped you a lot for the journey. Now, Nilesh, coming back to your own topic, what kind of common challenges that you face during your this podcasting journey? Because I know it is not that easy to reach out to those influencers. See, you mentioned that called Dream 100 from .com Secret. Would you like to give some more explanation about that? Like, what is this Dream 100 and how you build that? I know I have also read, because it's the top 100 people who were those who have your audience. What is your definition for Dream 100? Like, how do you actually reach out to those people?
So Dream 100 is just a simple term. In Dream 100, you don't need just 100 people. Even you can have a more than 100 people. You can have a less than 100 people. The one thing is they have your targeted customer. Like suppose if we can talk about ourselves. For you, Siddharth Rashekar is your Dream 100 because you are serving coaches and Siddharth is also serving coaches. So your targeted customer is the same. By following this pattern, you are able to find out your dream customer without putting a lot of effort. There's a different method, by like organic method, by running paid ads, or by doing collaboration and all of things. So in organic method, organic method is something where I'm doing interview with them. I'm applying this method, which is interviewing. So kind of collaboration. And that's where their audience has started seeing me when I'm hosting interview show. So because people searching about XYZ guest, XYZ person, and because I did an interview with XYZ person, I am also in their list. So that's how their audience is finding me, because of the XYZ guest is on my show.
Amazing, Nilesh. Now, can you just tell us some strategies to actually find those people? And by the way, all the people who are watching, just wanted to say that I'm making it not just very much self-centric towards my program and my case study. I'm also giving some kind of value so that you all can get some kind of value so that you can learn and implement what Nilesh is doing. How many interviews that you have done?
It's about to 80.
80 plus. So 80 plus is not a joke, by the way. It takes minimum 2 years to do that, because if you still do one interview in a week, it takes at least minimum 2 years. Kudos to Nilesh. So Nilesh, now all the 80s, definitely you have gone through a lot of processes, emails, messages. So what are the top strategies that you have used to get those people to your show?
See, one of the most important strategy is building relationship, building the real human touch with the people. in today's world where AI is there and everything is there, but if you connect with the other person with emotionally, on emotional level, they started noticing you. Because there's a lot of people, what they try to do is they suppose randomly reach out to anybody and send them, hey, I started a podcast, I started an interview show, can you be a part of my show? It works in some way, but not 100%. But the process, if you build a connection, if you build emotional touch, at least before inviting that one guest on your show, at least you build a visibility in front of him or her. How you can build visibility in front of him or her? By sending them a message, how they make an impact, engaging with their content, how it actually inspire you in such a way, and so many different ways where you can build a relationship, where you can build connection. But the one and most important thing is you have to be in front of them. They at least have to know about that there is a someone called Nilesh Jain who is always sending me a kind of messages, who is always engaging with my content. And that's how I am able to invite all of this process. Yes, there is a messages part, the follow-up part, and all of this thing. But the most important thing is the relationship building.
Amazing, Nilesh. Like that is an awesome strategy that you have mentioned. It helps both, not just the guest, same with organic customers also. How do you help people when it comes to podcasting? You do coaching, but you also have done for you. So can you just tell us like what kind of stuff that you do and you help your customers?
Thank you for asking. In coaching, I am helping them to start their interview podcast from scratch. Like people have this limiting belief, I have no idea about what interview show, what podcast. So I'm teaching them from zero, like how in school people, when we kids go, so from they learn from ABCD. So that's where I'm starting from zero. Like what is the method, how you can launch your show, how you can come up with the name, how you can set the intros and outros and all of this thing. And in the done for you services, I do the same. The one thing is I don't teach, I just do the work for my client, and client only have to do interview for 30 minutes or 1 hour. They just have to sit for 30 minutes. In coaching, I'm teaching them entire process of how you can launch interview, how you can build relationship, how you can ask a better question in interview show with your guest, how you can monetize your interview shows, and all of these things I teach to my client, and that's how I am helping them in the system.
Amazing.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to like your clients, so I think you have made more than 10 lakhs. So what is your one of the biggest client success story that you would like to share? Because one of our code of honor is impact.
Yes.
And I know you are creating massive impact. Any impact story that you would like to share?
I have around 3-4 or more than that impact story. Like one of my done for you client collaborate with an 8-figure coach for some challenge or something. She closed the deal worth 4.5 lakh rupees, 4.05 lakh. And one of my very first client, yes, when I started my coaching, and first ever client of my interview podcast coaching, and when she did her first ever interview, she closed $6,000 deal with her first ever interview show for her services. So this is the kind of case study. And very recently, like yesterday or something, I got one client. He said because of interview show going on, get an invitation from IIM to deliver an speech. So this is another big opportunity that I personally found, that if we can do interviews, we also able to get an invitation from such places.
Just curious to know, like, what the best time to start the interview podcast show?
I record a reel for this, and everybody know this proverb that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is today. So I said, if you are watching this video on YouTube, on Facebook, on Reels or wherever, just go and record it. And you don't need a lot of expensive tools to start. You have your laptop, and in your laptop you have inbuilt web camera. Even you don't need a web camera specifically, you don't need to purchase. You have a laptop, web camera, चालू करो.
वो नेमिंग, ब्रांडिंग, वो लोगो, ये सब चीज नहीं चाहिए.
You need this thing, but at start you at least have to start. See, when I did my first ever episode, I don't have a name and anything, कुछ भी नहीं था. And then I found a mentor, and उसने मुझे सारी चीजें सिखाई. But on first ever episode, I don't have anything. Even I don't have a ring light and all those kind of. What I use for focus on my face, I use my mobile face flashlight.
Oh,
On both side, एक
जुगाड़.
मोबाइल इधर, एक मोबाइल इधर, flashlight डाला इधर, face चमक गया, and that's it. That's how I start.
Amazing, Nilesh. Like super proud of you, the thing that you are doing. So this shows the commitment. If you want to do, your why is very clear. I think nobody can stop you. But still, people have some resistance to start. What do you think that kind of resistance that actually stopping you to start is they're launching their first episode?
Biggest reason is people are not starting is because they want to see it as a money making machine, but the reality it is not. It is in the long term, but not on the short term. I have a client result who is making from the first interview itself, but I am still telling in my workshop or jahan pe bhi, like it is not money making machine on the day one. In any business, like आप भी अपने clients को नहीं बोल सकते कि it's on day one you are going to make money. And you have to clear with the why. Why do you want to start? I want to start because मुझे करना था ये. I have a dream to do this kind of things from childhood. Once in a while I applied for becoming an RJ in radios.
Wow.
So that's where it's all some inner thing that I want to do this, and I have a clearly, like, I want to talk with these people, how they are doing it, what's the process they are applying it. The biggest thing is their why. If clear with the why, it is easily appear.
How people can actually monetize this podcast? What are the different strategies or ways they can monetize?
So there is a lot of system that they can apply to monetize. Like number one is first and most thing is you can do a collaboration with your guests, and there is very simple question you need to ask to your guest: is there anything I can help you with? Just ask this one thing: is there anything I can help you with that can help you to where that one person is in need or not? And if you found him in a need, you can offer your product services, but you also have to have a good offer at the same time, right? If you don't have a good offer, you are not able to monetize. And then there is the first thing is collaboration. Then you can do some kind of live events, and where you can invite people to attend the interviews. Like I did an interview with the person, he did 40 million with the podcast. How he did it? Just now we are on Zoom right now, May and Sagar bhai. We are talking, but there is a behind the scene, there is a 30-50 people is watching us live discussion, not on Facebook, not on Zoom only. So to get entry of all of these people, they collect the data, the lead magnets and all of these things. So they have 50 plus emails and all. And because of this, they are able to did the $40 million with just live interviews. Like the same we are doing right now on Zoom.
Yeah.
This is another powerful tool I also get to know about. Then the one more powerful thing is, if your podcast got famous, like how John Lee Dumas have, then Tim Ferriss have, if it becomes famous, people would love to pay you to be on your show. And like there is a people who's charging $50,000, $55,000.
More than 40 lakhs.
Yeah, more than 40 lakhs to be on XYZ person's show. Like if I am a host and my podcast is a famous, and Sagar bhai, you want to be a guest, you have to pay me $50,000. So
amazing.
That's how powerful it is. I just share with you three things, but there is
there are a lot of things. I'll guys, those who would like to learn more, what I'll do is, Nilesh, I'll put you maybe your website link or some links so that you can follow him and go and learn more from him, because all the strategy you cannot share here in a very small thing. He is teaching as a coaching program. You do workshop, right? What model that you focus?
How you can launch your interview show.
So you follow workshop model or challenge model?
Workshop.
You do 2-hour workshop. What exactly you teach that?
How you can launch your interview show and attract a quality leads.
Attract quality leads. Amazing guys. So that is something you can do that. Okay. So now that you mentioned, like people don't need to do a lot of stuff to launch their interview podcast show. So what is the level of commitment that is required when it comes to launching the interview show? At
least you need to give 1 hour in a day. That's the level of commitment you need.
Great. So Nilesh, quickly coming back to TBM, like before TBM and after TBM, what is that changes that you have seen in yourself, in your business?
Like I started building my own community. When you teach this tribe building, I started, otherwise mostly I am teaching 1-to-1 and no community, no WhatsApp group, no Facebook group, kuch bhi nahi. But you teach this process, like build a community, do inner circle, do all of this process where you connect with people on emotionally, there you connect with the people on level one to one. Biggest thing is the serving. The one thing that I learned from you is serving. There is a lot of things you are going to get when your mindset is always think for serving, not for just money mindset. A lot of things that I got to learn from you, working with you, serving your community, and being a part of your community, like how to manage the community, what's the process, how you can give more. Like promise जो था वो less था, but how you did an over delivery to me, how you like always ready to support me at any time. Like I remember कभी मैं रात को 11-12 बजे भी कॉल किया and you answer me कि ये इसको ऐसे कर सकते हो, इसको ऐसे कर सकते हो. So that's level of support I got from you is I didn't get from anywhere. So that's the point. Recent thing that's going on, the Super 20 thing, is like another powerful thing, because in Super 20 we have all the people who is like-minded, like all the 20 people who have a mind to grow. There is not just you are supporting and you are teaching. There is everybody is masterminding, brainstorming, and helping each other. And this Super 20 thing is literally game changing for me, because I found the sales process. Like, to be honest, thoda sa sales mein thoda I'm very scared. So we have Rahat, jo ki sales coach. She's teaching how you can become better at sales, how you can become better at the workshop selling formula that you are teaching, one to many workshop, the workshop formula that you are sharing is another game changing for me in your Super 20 system. And specifically the offer jo aap offer ka audit dekhte ho, like how you can, what changes you can do in the offer, how you can make it more irresistible, what kind of things you can change in here and there so it can convert it easily. Lot of things I got from TBM, from Super 20, and I'm so grateful, so blessed that I'm here.
So Nilesh, there are a lot of people thinking to join our family TBM, and what is your message you would like to give to them?
Just one message is join it without too much overthinking, because a person like me जो कि कुछ नहीं था and he's doing जो भी चीजें कर रहा हूँ आज की तारीख में, it's because of Sagar Sangam Sahu, SSS. So just be a part of Tribe Building Mastermind without overthinking, without अपने दिमाग को ज्यादा load मत दो. Just join them with the intention to your self growth, not for the Sagar bhai earning karenge and all of this kind of things. Don't keep in your mind. Just think that I want to transform myself, I want to transform my business, and that's it.
Amazing, Nilesh. Like super proud and happy to see you grow, and I'm expecting like you grow multifold in upcoming days, and I can't wait to see you hit that 50 lakh mark and 1 year mark very soon.
Thank you so much, bye, for this. Yes, definitely I can.
Yes. So I hope you enjoyed this interview. If you want to be part of our family, the Tribe Building Mastermind family, where we help coaches, trainers, and healers and scale your business with the help of organic methods, as well as we also introduced our paid method, the performance marketing methods too. So if you want a part of it, I'll be giving you a Google form, and just fill this form, just stick it out in the description how you can be part of our community, and maybe one of my team will talk to you or they will reach out to you, and you can become part of our community, whichever membership that you wanted to be part of. So I'll come back again with another case study interview. Till then, bye. And also do share what is your biggest key takeaways from this Nilesh case studies interview.